What's going on, everybody? This is Jordan with Conquer Trading and Investing, and we're getting ready here to take a look at some important technical levels across the markets. We're going to be looking at the S&P 500. We're going to be looking at the DXY, which is breaking out of a reverse head and shoulders right now. We're going to look at Bitcoin and gold and look how they all might be possibly connected right now. So right now we're looking at a very low volume day. I want you to check out over here on the 30-minute time frame before we get started. And I want you to focus in over here at what we were looking at yesterday. And we were looking at this little triangle pattern that not only broke down to the downside, right? Came into that first area of local support and bounced, and then hit this broken support, broke over here, turning it into resistance. Over here, then price has since traded off and is now consolidating. There's not much going on. It's a low volume out there. You're not looking to be suckered in long or short right now. There really is no edge. Now we have a few things that we could do to look at, and that's including taking a step back and looking here on the 8-hour time frame. I want to show you something because right now a lot of chatter about people becoming very bearish right now. Tomorrow we have quadruple witching, which is all a ton of, we have $1.8 trillion worth of options expiring all tomorrow. It could bring some volatility. Historically, there's a slow drift down going into it, which we've seen. I believe coming out of it, there's a strong chance we break out to the upside. How will we know that's happening? Here you go on the 8-hour time frame, and you could see it looks just like we're seeing a little bit of a possible consolidation pattern being put in over here. We're looking for a breakout still to the up or downside. You could also kind of go like this and get a clearer look. Let's come over here to the 4-hour time frame. I want you to go ahead and see what's developing over here, right? That's all we're looking at right now. So this could be either a bull flag, this could be possibly a descending wedge forming. Either which way, it looks to be like a consolidation pattern, a breakout here to the upside, getting above the support level of 31.26, could open up further topside extension, coming out, taking out the recent high at 31.61. Then we would be challenging up in the 3,200 area. It could be volatile tomorrow. We could get a pullback possibly into the support at 30.33. That would be a nice place also possibly to look in. But right now, still looking here to buy in, to buy dips, not looking for any type of prolonged market setup. I want to take a look at what the dollar is doing and how that might affect over here the S&P 500. But do notice that we are towards the top of this range we've been trading in. When I say range, here's the upper portion and here's the lower portion. And now we are still towards the top. We could see a nice pullback either to the 30.33 support or even this trend line support over here, which would probably be coming in somewhere around the horizontal support of 29.72 down over here until we break below either one of those levels. Or below the specifically the 29.72 support over here and this trend line right there. The buyers are in control. We're looking to accumulate over here. We're looking to be able to go ahead and buy off of this pullback. This does not look like any type of disorderly or momentous pullback. If that changes tomorrow, again, I think the plan first is not to trade it to the downside, but rather look to lean in to any support and look to trade it to the long side. Now, speaking to, you can see here on the 8-hour, we're still in an impulse. This continues to be very, very bullish price action you're looking at right now. We're seeing a day where the markets are kind of mixed. The S&P opened up this session trading down much further, trading down towards 3,100 and is now up almost 1%, less about 0.75% off the lows. But the dollar's also trading up on the session. So in this session, we've had the dollar and the S&P trading pretty firmly, with gold and silver doing the same thing, consolidating over here, and also Bitcoin consolidating. Is it possible we return to the period? I want to just bring your eyes over here to the beginning of the year, January 1st, 2020. January, through the end of February saw rising Bitcoin. It saw rising gold prices. Also, take a look at here is January and then into February. Soaring gold prices, soaring US dollar, which traded all the way down from 96.45 all the way up towards 100. A soaring dollar, soaring gold, soaring Bitcoin, and also in that same period, you had over here the S&P starting the month off at 32.22 and then trading up 150 points or more. What did I say? I said 30. January 1st is trading at 32, right? We're looking at 32.42, and then we trade up another 150 points all the way up to $3,400. We have the S&P going bull. We have Bitcoin going bull. We have gold, that's silver, gold going bull all in the beginning of the year. Are we returning to a normal right now? Right now, we're looking at a market that is not yet realistic. And when I say that, I mean, look at here, the corporate profits, which are way down while the markets are rising. Now, the market may be a little disconnected from reality, and we might see a reversion to the mean on both of those, right, at some time in the future. But that does not mean that we cannot be coming to a quote-unquote new normal. As things are opening up and progressing much quicker than a lot of people thought, the consumer is really still in there. The confidence is gaining. The spending is there. Retail sales were up. Friends are starting to book vacations. There's going to be money spent. Are we going to see profits start to come in line with the markets? Are we going to enter that sweet spot period? The sweet spot period is when we have, right, the dollar trading up right now, the markets, gold, and Bitcoin. When the big four are trading up right now in the new normal, that could be the sweet spot. I wonder if we're going to see that beginning. If we do, who knows whether or not that's what's going to be happening. I'm watching for it. I'm aware of it. I want you also to be aware of that. That could signify that things are looking pretty good and we could have an extended trend taking place. Now, I have no idea if it's going to happen. And I have no idea if it does happen, how long it will last. We'll keep watching. There's nothing going on too much. You should not be trading here right now. You should be continuing to monitor. Tomorrow's Friday. Let's see what happens over here. I mean, even if I come down to the 2 hour and I see that I'm inside this consolidation phase over here, I can't imagine a trigger anytime soon that would get me into this trade over here. A breakout to the upside is only something that I would follow. I'm watching over here at this 31.26 area of resistance. If we could turn that over into support, or perhaps even buying back if we test successfully off the support over here at 30.33, that would be an interesting area to perhaps lean into the trade and look for the long side. All right, let's continue here. Let's get a look at what happened today with the NASDAQ, and then we'll also be taking a look at what is going on with the Dow. And you could see over here, so I'm looking at the daily candle. NASDAQ really had a good day over here, huh? You had a good day, but there's not doing too much, right? It's having trouble on the downside. It's having trouble on the upside. There's no real break either which way. A lot of people are looking at this price action and thinking that the NASDAQ has come up too far too quickly after the sell-off. But it is really just back to consolidating back where it was a week ago when it was really had a lot of bullish momentum. It makes sense. It makes sense here as the market continues to shake off any type of bad news, specifically the resurgence of the virus in China, as well as the U.S. just continuing to grow. You know, of course, we have states like Florida, Arizona, Texas, California, all still working towards their peaks. Yet the market is thinking that it's going to be okay and we're going to be able to work through it. Right now, that could change. That can change. The conversation could quickly become one of solvency in the market. And if that does happen, at that point, we could start seeing some pressure. It's not there right now. You should be looking right now to go ahead and look to be able to buy any dips over here. Right now we have a nice pullback. If you look here on the 8-hour, it might be even a little cleaner over here. You could see this is just a nice orderly pullback that we're looking at right there. And if this extends upwards, that could lead to a nice another leg up. Any pullbacks, look over here, you have some pretty nice support. Any pullbacks into that support, that continues to be a nice area to continue to look for buy side trades over here. If the price action gives us any type of clues tomorrow morning that say different, right, that might open up the opportunity for us to be looking when we wake up to heavy risk off, to be looking for any trades on the short side, perhaps. But tomorrow's Friday. It's going to be it has the potential to be a volatile day with the quadruple witching going on. It makes sense. It was a good week of trading. It was a good week of trading all around. It makes sense right now not to get into any positions unless you see. I mean, so looking at Tesla over here, by the way, unless you see, I'll show you one thing on the S&P 500 that might offer a possible entry over between now and tomorrow, New York time. And here's looking at Tesla. I just want to remind you all, again, those who are looking at Tesla, if you're holding Tesla right here, what you're looking to do is either continue to hold, or if you see any signs of taking profit, which we're not seeing yet, to go ahead and exit the trade. The last time we saw a possible place to look to lock in profits was over here on the break of that trend line over there, right? We said if you break the trend line at that point, it's a good idea to take some off the table. But if we do break back above this resistance over here and flip it into support as we did, then there's the place to buy Tesla, as it could go on to make new yearly highs. And you could see that it is trading at all-time highs right now. So it's a question of still holding. There could be further upside potential here on the equity markets. And Tesla right now is leading the way up. There's no signs yet to take any profit off this initial trade. Are we running into some resistance? If tomorrow we were to, for example, make a lower low than today's low, yeah, then maybe you want to think about taking a portion of this trade off. Aside from that, keep holding. It looks like a really good trade, in my opinion. Now, there is one signal on the S&P 500 that would cause me to perhaps think about going long, right? If we were over here to trade above 31.26, that at that point I might like taking a look here, buying in over here. You see the true trend in this upward impulse. Entry CCI pulled back, and if we are coming out of it now, I want to be involved to the upside. So I'm watching that, and it's, that's actually something that I'll be happy to update you all with through TradingView later this afternoon, if it's something that I have the ability to share with you at the time I am taking that trade. Everyone, thanks for everything. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Stay safe. Always work hard, have that growth mindset. You need to have that growth mindset. You need to have discipline. You need to work to reach your goals. Every single one of you could continue improving. I know that I am looking to do so every day. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Bye.